Hey Vancouver, the countdown continues to the 2010 Winter Olympics. Are you ready? Do you know the who's who and what's what of your games? If not, welcome to your Olympic prep class. I'm Brian, and this is 2010 101. Today on 2010 101, we chat with Manual-Paradis, Canadian men's downhill ski team member in his hometown of Deep Cove, BC. What are some of this World Cup champion's favorite things?
Big Mountain, Montana, just because the free skiing afterwards is so great. The worm, obviously. Favorite food would be pizza. It's easy, it comes to your door. It's the best food. There's nothing like anything that'll mix well with Coke would be my drink of choice. I don't know, they all seem like a lot of work. Probably bobsled or something.
Is there an advantage to having competed in Torino? Because now you've got the added pressure of having the Olympics in your own backyard.
Having gone to the Olympics before really helps, I think, with the nerves and everything. But again, having it in Whistler, that's going to play a whole other role, and it's going to be new factors that with having family, friends, just people that are excited for you to do well. Where, you know, in Italy they wanted all the Italians to do well. I mean, there's people traveling abroad, but definitely not in the numbers that it's going to be here.
You spend a lot of time with teammates, traveling abroad for races, and then of course the training aspect. So if you had one teammate that you could be stuck on a deserted island with, who would it be?
I think it would be Robbie Dixon.
Okay, now let's say things got terribly desperate on the island and you had no choice but to resort to cannibalism. Would it still be Robbie Dixon?
I'd take like the cake eater of the team, which would be Jan Hudek.
What I noticed watching some race footage is that once you guys are out of the gate, you're essentially in that same seemingly awkward crouch position for 2 minutes to 2:30.
So right down, put your arms in front.
Okay.
And you want to be able to just see what you're doing on top of your eyes there.
Okay.
And that's it. So.
Oh, I totally got you, Manny.
You can stay here for 2.5 minutes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is a piece of cake.
Yeah.
This is a piece of cake. Oh, that's a cramp. That's a cramp. That's a cramp. What is that? Was that my hamstring? What is that?
That's pathetic.
More stretching, probably.
Probably a little bit more stretching, and maybe another 600-700 days at the gym would help out too.
Yeah. What is a rule in competitive downhill skiing that we would not know?
If you swear at the crowd, throw things at the crowd, you're disqualified.
So hold on a second. If you come down and you win and you go, yeah! Ken Reed in 1979 won his second downhill competition, but ended up getting disqualified because his leotard.
His downhill suit.
Yeah, his unitard.
Yeah.
Was too aerodynamic. Intuitively, I want to say that's the objective, is to get down faster.
The downhill suits, they get air tested.
The unitards. Sorry, where does all this go?
The Superman stretchy thing, it gets tested, and there has to be so much air that goes through it, otherwise it is illegal.
Anything with a vertical stripe? Okay, that's cool. I can understand the leotard, spandex suit, Superman thing. I can understand that. What happens if, say, when you're a baby, you stick your head into a jar and then your head...
That's enough of that.
Actually grows...
That's ridiculous.
Grows
ridiculous.
like a cone.
It's a downhill suit, we wear helmets.
When you
know, it's a serious
skiing,
sport.
it's like you've got a cone on your head, which would make you far more aerodynamic than the rest of the people. I mean, it's something to consider. It's never out of the question. Perhaps we should move on.
That might be a good idea.
Back in the late 70s, early 80s, there were a group of downhill skiers that were called the Crazy Canucks. And somehow, probably because you guys are showing a lot of the same skill, that you're now called the Canadian Cowboys? Is it? Where did that name originate from?
I think we were kind of just, we we were in need of a new identity. It got kind of put into the media, and the media really liked it, and it got big in Europe for a few years before it even really came over to Canada.
Obviously, you have to be certifiably crazy in order to do the sport that you do. I mean, you're going down the hill at upwards of 130 to 150 kilometers an hour, is that right?
Yeah.
So you'd mentioned too that you water ski and you've probably bungee jumped. You've obviously jumped out of a plane. Is that the whole team or just adrenaline junkies?
I wouldn't really call ourselves adrenaline junkies. You know, if it's not overly dangerous and it's going to be fun, might as well do it.
What useful piece of information were you given as a kid that's you're using today to help you reach your skiing goals? For instance, I was told a watched pot never boils. Just wait for it. It's coming. Oh God, don't make my mother right again.
How about if it hurts, you're not dead?
Okay.
It's a good thing to live by, obviously, because if it hurts, then you're alive.
Thank you very much, Manny.
Yeah,
it was a pleasure talking to you today. Best of luck, and looking forward to watching you at the big dance.
Yeah, maybe we'll see each other in the bar after, spraying champagne and
yes,
drinking those Coke drinks.
I will be there. Awesome.
Sounds good.
Cheers. Join us again for more Olympic People and Places on 2010 101, brought to you by Novus TV. I'm Brian. Thanks for watching.